Hello and welcome to the Math Fundamentals course, an online resource to help students improve their math skills. And it's aimed particularly at students who are coming in who may be a little weak at math, may have been away from math for a while. And our goal really is to improve your math skills and hopefully improve your chances of passing Math 1100 in the fall. And 1100 is normally the first course that most students do. Some do 1101 or 1105. Again, it wouldn't hurt to review, but the course itself is self-paced. You can do as much or as little as you want. Hopefully you'll do more. But the goal is that we want to improve first-year pass rates in mathematics. And what you should do really with the shell when you first look at it is go through it, see what it's about, and so forth and so on. Now I'll walk you through it, and my name is Chris Callahan, by the way. And this shell, which is now on Brightspace, will be available for the rest of the summer and the entire fall semester, so you can refer to it anytime you want. And what you should do is read the welcome. It's right here now, of course. And what you can do is go through it, hit course content up here, and that gives you an idea of the layout of the course, how it's done. So for example, I'll click course information, and you'll see a course introduction. That's a good place to start. So you hit course information, course introduction, sorry, and it gives you an idea of why we're offering this course, who I am, and so forth. And read through it, see what it's about. So I'm really what's called a facilitator. I'm the guy who answers your questions. And even though this will be available in the fall, you may have somebody else teaching the course. You can certainly go online and ask questions. Right? And most courses at the Institute do have D2L component. And your best bet to contact me is through the online component, and it's right here. You see chrisc@online.mon.ca. So what you could do is, if you look at it, under communication, you'll see course mail. You can click course mail, and you can send me an email which stays inside the system. If you have a particular question, have a technical problem, and so forth and so on. So you hit compose, and you send an email just as you normally would. You can also send it to conventional email, and that address is on a letter that you received, which is fine too. But also another way to contact me, if you hit course content, which I'll do right now, and under communications you'll see discussions. If you click discussions, you can post under course questions any question you want. It doesn't matter what it is. You can respond to students' questions as well. You can chime in, help each other out. That's another way to get a hold of me or to post a particular question. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll respond usually within 24 hours. Sometimes if it's the same question that a lot of students have, I'll make a YouTube video and post the link here. So lots of ways to get a hold of me and ask any questions, and feel free to ask anytime. So going back to course content, you'll see on the left-hand side, I should point out, under course instruction, there's the Math 1100 course outline. And this is the actual course that most of you guys will be taking in the fall. So you click this on, you'll see the outline of the course, number of hours per week, the evaluation. These are the topics, these 7 major topics right here. And for the further breakdown. And that essentially is Math 1100. You'll find that some of these things will be familiar to some of you guys, some may not. If you've been away for a while, it's a good idea to go through this again. So anyway, back to course content. And again, on the left-hand side here, there are 2 sections. Section 1.0, which is prerequisite mathematical concepts, and 2.0, Math 1100 content support. And 2.0 is the actual Math 1100 course. I'll talk about that in a second. So the prerequisite concepts, again, some of these are going to look very familiar to many of you guys. And what the shell does, or this course does, is list a couple of topics. For example, operations with fractions. And if you're, for example, you forget how to multiply fractions or not too sure, you click on the link here, multiplying fractions, and it'll take you to a Khan Academy YouTube video. And this is actually quite good in the sense that you can actually go through it self-paced, you can replay it, do multiple examples. If there's a particular concept here or anywhere in the videos you're not sure of, you can certainly ask me. But again, we start off from the basics. The idea, again, you go in with a good grasp of the basics in math, and it'll help you pass Math 1100, which leads into Math 1101, and so forth and so on. So going back to the course content, you can work your way through this. You can do as you please. You'll also see at the beginning something called Check Your Readiness. And this is sort of a test. It's randomized, so you can keep doing it all you want, and it tells you what you know and what you don't know. You can do as often as you wish. The numbers will come up differently each time. So it may say 25 students here, but it may next time may say 30, and so forth and so on. But it gives you an idea of what you do and don't know. And now there's no grade associated with this course. You can do as much or little as you want, but it's a really, really good resource. So back to our table of contents. So that's the prerequisite math concepts, and actually it's a good idea to go through this even if you think you know the material. Section 2.0, Math 1100 Contents, this is the course that you'll be doing in the fall. And you'll see 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. These are the 7 topics that are covered in Math 1100. So again, we start at the beginning, review of fundamental algebra. If you click this on, click on that site, order operations, for example. You click here, you'll be taken to a video, and we get lots of examples. And at the end of the unit, you'll see Check Your Learning. So you can actually click this. It'll take you to a quiz, which you can work through on your own. So you see a quiz here. You can work through and put in your answer. Basically, you click on this icon here, or it allows you to enter your answer. So going back to the table of contents, so this is how the course actually works. And again, this will be available through the entire fall, regardless of instructor. One thing I should mention, 2 things: sample evaluations, and these are essentially tests that I gave last year. There are 3 tests with full worked out solutions. So you decide that after you do so much work you want to take a test. So you click on sample test 1. You'll see the test that was given by me last fall. And you can work through it. And these are pretty standard questions, and so forth and so on. You go back to sample evaluations, and what you can do then is check your answers. So here are detailed solutions. And what I may do as we go through is post sample quizzes. Again, this is the material, very similar questions you'll see in the fall. So hopefully the idea is that you'll have it mastered by then. Again, if you have any questions, certainly feel free to email. Take your time, work through it. Any questions, give me a shout.